Okay, greetings everyone. Welcome to Gerard Black. Greetings everyone. Welcome to Gerard Black in the Philippines with the truth. I want to welcome you to my channel. Uh, I want to welcome all my subscribers, my commenters, my let me check this dude out. Cats, welcome. I hope you subscribe if you like the video what I'm about to show you or any of my videos. I want to welcome my scallywags, my triggers and peaches, and my haters. You know, without each and every one of you, it's because of you that give me the encouragement to go on and move forward. Well, right now I'm at the beach. I was supposed to meet somebody here. Unfortunately, either I'm too early or either I got the wrong day or something, but I want to kind of give you an idea at where I'm at. I'm using a selfie stick, so in fact I can't see the screen, but I'll turn around like this, and hopefully you can get an idea of where I'm at and what it looks like. The sun is very hot right now. It's only about like 9 o'clock in the morning. It's already hot, but it's a nice hot. You know, like I said, you know, I like the heat. You know, I'm one of those people who don't complain about the weather, whether it's cold or hot or anything, because I know how to handle it, and I handle it by just stepping out of it. Well, I meet here with a few German guys, and we sit, talk, we go in the water, and what have you. But for some reason or another, I guess the timing's off. But it's okay. It's all good. Why? Because I get to spend this time with you. So let me see what's going on. I don't know if you noticed on the side of my house where I showed you where they were going to clean it. And I think in my last video, I talked about making a fish pond. And I have a friend of mine who I used to play tennis with. He has a pet store, and it just so happens it has to be a fish store. So I'm going to go by his house. I'm going to go by his shop today. I'm going to find it. It's one of those tucked away kind of shops. I know the general location of where it's at, but I'm going to go check him out and see if it's possible for him to help me build a fish pond. I remember this one foreigner, it makes me laugh, but this one foreigner who had a nice fish. He built an unbelievable fish pond. You could not, full with the trails and waterfalls and all that stuff. And he spent a minute doing it, but you know, it was his pride and joy. What happened to it or whatever, I don't know. All I know is that him and his wife got into a situation where one night he called me. He said, Gerard, he says, can you come to my house? And I live very close to him. He was in Bacon. I said, sure, I can come. And then when I went to his house, he was in his house and he was yelling from the window, Gerard, go get the police. Go get the police. His wife is outside yelling, rah, rah, rah. And he said, she won't let me come out of the house. Go get the police. And I'm thinking like, wow. I said, okay. So the police department wasn't too far in Bacon. So I drove to the police precinct and wait. He had said something. He had texted me, and I said, you want me to call me? And he said something like, fuck the police, or something like that. I can't remember the full content, but he said, fuck the police in the text. And so when I went to police precinct, you know, I was telling him, look, my foreigner friend is in trouble. He said his wife won't let him out of his house. His Filipino wife won't let him out of the house, so he needs your help. And you know, they were all nonchalant. Oh yeah, really? Is this what we have to do tonight? Go rescue a foreigner from a Filipino? He said, really? So anyway, so I said, yeah, look, here's the text. And when they looked at the text and they saw in his text, he wrote, "Flock the police." Just, oh, let's go. So that was a motivation for them to go, to come. So I drove ahead and I got to the gate, and his wife was saying, he said, "Gerard, get out of this. None of your business. Leave, get out of here." So I said, "Yes, ma'am." I said, that was it. I did what this guy asked me to do. I got the police and I faded out of it. Come to find out they were in, some type of turnover about money, because she was loaning money. She was a money lender, and he was a money lender backer. And I guess, they weren't collecting or whatever it is. And she had a scooter business that he owned scooter. It was all a mess, a hot mess. So, whatever happened, because we used to play pool and we used to get into it, I guess because, I talk loud, and, you know what I'm saying? But, this is a time when politics was a real hot topic here in the Philippines, especially U.S. politics, when Trump was running and campaigning and everything, and everybody was either Trump or you're a Democrat, and no matter how I try to explain to them, I say, the fact that you already identify me as a Democrat, it's kind of racist, because you're only saying it because I'm black. I'm an independent. I'm not a Democrat, but they refuse to acknowledge, my being a Democrat, and but anyway, on and on and on. So he just opened up. He had a pool table where he played pool, and he wanted some girls to work there. I said, "Do you want me to get you some girls who work topless?" And then he said, "What?" I said, "Sure, I can get you a few Filipinas that you can pay to work topless, right? Pool or whatever." But it never came to pass, because we would get these back and forth, and then he called me a racist. You call me a racist? Really? You call me a racist? Really? And so, I stopped associating with that group of fellas. Remember I told you about playing cards and all that stuff, how we used to, it got ugly. In fact, one time Calvin came with me to a place called Roadside, and we were playing pool. And Calvin ended up, slapping one of them. I said, "What?" And I was over here, it was during Christmas time, and I'm over here photographing these two kids who were in their Christmas attire. You could tell that they were interracial babies, from a white foreign and a Filipina. And, they struck me very unusual. So I was taking a picture of them, and Calvin came over and said, "Hey, man, I need your help." So I said, what? He says, "Come now." So I went with him, and all I could do is point him toward that. "Come on, Calvin, let's go. Calvin have a few drinks. Calvin get very obnoxious, and he really don't give a fuck. So he gets kind of crazy, and because of his size, he gets very intimidating. So his feelings get hurt very, very easily. So, but anyway, so this was this guy. So I got the idea of having a fish pond, because he had one that was just primo. I could never afford to have the kind of one that he had, and it always surprised me that he spent so much work. All the brickwork and all that stuff around this pond, and doesn't own the home, which is kind of, I guess, if you got money to throw away, why not throw it away? But anyway, I'm not looking to do something so extravagant. I'm looking to just have a nice little fish pond where I could just, throw in a bunch of milkfish and kind of breed them, not, like I said, not to sell, but just to have them as for consumption. And from what I understand, well, I saw how they got nice size in this pond I was telling you about, where I played tennis at, where they had this little courtyard, and then in the courtyard they had this pond, very low. The water wasn't very high or anything like this, and how it just had it was like thousands of fish when they decide to take out the fish. Because once they get so big, they have to take them out and they replenish it. So that's why it gave me the idea that maybe to create some type of fish pond in that area, because that might be kind of fun, to do. We have to build it high enough where the dogs can't go into it, at least on the edges. But I'm gonna look into that today. All right, so I just want to stop and throw this in here. Like I said, I'm at the beach. There's no sense really showing you much other than me because the sun's very hot and everything's gonna look kind of washed out or what have you. But remember, you're watching Gerard, Black in the Philippines with the truth. Remember, dreams are nothing more than plans awaiting action. Never disrespect the other, you'll pull someone up. And sometimes you're the only one to see your vision. And the best revenge in life is to live good. We're living good. I'm living good today. I hope you are too. And if you're lucky enough to have a woman like Ali Woodson, formerly singing the Temptation One song, treat her like a lady. And ladies, if you're lucky enough to have a good man like me, never say no and make him feel like a king. I'll always love you more. I'll talk to you later. Peace.